Welcome to the other works of Hirohiko Araki, The Lives of the Bizarre and Eccentric. This seems to be the hardest of Hirohiko's works to find. I can't find a hard copy of this, and when I did get a digital copy, it was only the first chapter. And until a good JoJo friend got me the entire book was I able to read it, and I did enjoy it. But I will only just do a general rundown of the stories, since each story is about a factual person that did exist and the stories around them. But of course, as I said, they got the Hirohiko style to them, which makes them that much more enjoyable. First up is the story of Nikola Tesla. We see him described as a sort of mad genius who was somewhat misunderstood. We see him as a child, then his conflicts with Edison in his later years. We see his high points in life, how he changed, and his final moments. You learn a lot about him, and a lot of interesting facts that I really didn't know. It's a great insight into a person that was years ahead of his time. Next, the famous baseball player Cobb. I don't know a lot about this sport, but the story fills you in on his accomplishments. His story tells as if he was possessed by an evil spirit, since he was always angry, aggressive, and would attack anyone looking down on him. We see his calculated side, his ego, and his drive to win. An interesting story about a man who was a lot more than a simple ball player. Typhoid Mary, a woman who is most wanted in America for being a carrier of typhoid. But this story portrays her as a more sympathetic person who just wanted to do a job of a woman and cook to make people happy. But when she was told to stop cooking, she rejects being tested and flees. It asks you if it's right to force someone to be operated on when she is healthy, and it's against human rights. Koyoshio is a promoter from Japan who tries to show people the man with 47 chromosomes. Oliver is a chimpanzee who stands and acts human, and has Koyoshio promoting him as a sort of missing link. His is a story of success, and is smart at seizing opportunity, and putting on great shows like circus and music, and men fighting tigers. Sarah Winchester is a story of tragedy and the paranormal. Losing her husband and child within a year, she comes across a fortune teller. She tells her spirits haunt her, and she must build a maze-like house to keep them away. She begins years of spending her fortune to construct a bizarre house filled with pointless stairs and doors to nowhere. A mind-bending story of a woman's love for a lost family. Homer and Langley Collier are locked away in their house, but the story centers around interviewed people, talking about their encounters with the brothers. It's been years since people have seen them, and strange rumors of their behavior are told amongst the people. Two burglars get inside their house to discover that they are in fact hoarders, collecting vast amount of trash and keeping it. The burglars succumb to the booby traps, and are killed. Police discover the bodies upon clearing out the house, and sadly, the brothers have passed away months ago, due to their own trash. That's all the stories, and I do say to track down and read these. I'm sorry if I didn't go into too much detail about them, but what can I say, they're real stories, so I have no real critique about them. But they're really interesting because they're done in Hirohiko's style, and Hirohiko proves that he's a great storyteller through these. You see another side to what history told us of these people, and what makes you know more about them. But also, this makes me want Hirohiko to do a lot more stories about bizarre and eccentric people, because I found these thoroughly enjoying. I hope you enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll bring you more other works of Hirohiko Araki.